Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be talking about a commonly asked question, and that is, why do people self-harm? Self-harm can be a really confusing topic for people who have never dealt with it before, so I'm going to just try to make this video quick and simple and explain some of the reasons why people do it. There's a common misconception that people self-harm to try to kill themselves, and that is not true. Although people who do self-harm may be at a risk for suicide, they are not actually trying to kill themselves. They are often doing it as a way to cope with life so that they can continue living. People self-harm for different reasons. Some people do it to feel a sense of relief. Some people do it because they feel numb and they just so desperately want to feel something that they resort to hurting themselves. Some people are just having such a hard time dealing with their emotional pain that they hurt themselves in order to focus on that pain instead of their emotional pain. Some people do it because it makes them feel in control. And some people do it to show others that they are in distress, which brings us to our next misconception, that everyone who self-harms is doing it for attention, and that is not true. Some people try very, very hard to hide it from other people so no one finds out. But the people who do self-harm for attention still need attention, and their self-harm is still valid because they are going as far as hurting themselves to show other people that they are having a hard time. Often people who self-harm are dealing with something in their life. They might have depression or anxiety, or maybe trying to cope with an eating disorder. Someone might be being bullied in school. They could be having problems at work or at home. Someone might have recently lost someone that they care about and they're having a hard time dealing with it. Someone may have experienced physical or sexual abuse, or they might still be going through those things. Some people do it because they think that they need to punish themselves, and some people do it for a psychological cause, such as if they have repeated thoughts or voices telling them to hurt themselves. But basically, people are usually going through some sort of hard time, and then they use self-harm as a way to cope. Someone's life may seem perfect, and they may not be dealing with anything that seems so bad right now, but they can still self-harm and be dealing with different issues. Someone doesn't have to have some sort of traumatic thing happen to them in order to self-harm. It's important to know that people who self-harm aren't crazy, and it's not something you should be rude about. If you notice someone is self-harming, you should talk to them or tell someone, and if you are self-harming, then please try and get help. I have plenty of helpful videos on my channel, and if you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.